Now, last week when we talked, I told you about King Amaziah, how God had told him to walk away from a whole lot of money if he wanted to be successful in battle. And King Amaziah listened, and he was granted success. But oh my goodness, that is not the end of the story. Some very strange things happen next, which is why in today's episode, we're going to talk about one of the greatest pitfalls of success and learn how we can ensure that it never, ever happens to us. The lessons that we're going to learn today are taken from 2 Chronicles chapter 25. Now here we have King Amaziah, who because of his obedience to God's instructions, has just received help from God to defeat, or as the Bible describes it, slaughter his enemies, the Edomites. And what a victory it was. The man who believed his army didn't have what it took to defeat Edom now stands victorious because of God's help. Now, taking into consideration what God has done for him, what do you think his next move should be? What would you do? I personally think the next step would be for him to offer his gratitude to the one who made his victory possible. But not Amaziah. This joker right here decides that the best thing for him to do is gather together all the idols or false gods that his enemies worship, take them home with him, set them up, and then bow down to worship them. What in the world? Y'all, when I read this, I literally had to close my Bible and shake my head because it disturbed me. And when I thought about how much it disturbed me, I could only imagine how God felt. Really, I didn't have to imagine because the Bible told us exactly how God felt. It said that the anger of the Lord was kindled against Amaziah. Basically, Amaziah had ticked God off. And if it were possible for me, I thought about it, to go back in time, I would have told Amaziah, dude, what are you doing? God is not the person you want to make mad. But as I meditated on the scripture, I asked God, what is it you want us to learn from this passage? Because obviously none of us would do something so blatantly stupid. Then God showed me. While the believers today might not physically bow down and worship idols fashioned by man's hands, they do, and they will do it in a different way that is just as bad. Ready for it? Here it is. You see, a lot of times in life, we find ourselves in situations in which we desperately want to succeed, and we seek God for that help, and He comes through like a champ, helping us to look better than what we really are and to accomplish more than what we really are capable of accomplishing, simply because of God working in us and through us. Then when we reach the level of success we were seeking, like Amaziah, we forget about the God who made it all possible. And instead of giving Him the praise and the honor and the glory, we begin to bow down and worship and give credit to false gods. Now, the false gods are false gods of our education, the false gods of our material possessions, the false gods of our social status, the false gods of our accomplishments, the false gods of self. And when we do this, we are no better than Amaziah. Because the underlying issue with Amaziah wasn't the false gods. The real issue was that Amaziah had lost sight of the one who was responsible for his success. You see, it doesn't matter if your idol is a carved wooden animal dipped in gold, or if it's a laundry list of your accomplishments. If you give it the honor and worship that the God of heaven deserves, you, my friend, are in dangerous territory. And that's the scary thing about success. For whatever reason, when things are going great, it's easy for people to forget who really deserves their worship. Now, I don't know what level of success you've achieved in your life, but I know with the certainty that it wouldn't have happened without Him. So my appeal to you today is this. Please take a few moments, do some self-reflection, examine your life, and determine if you have fallen into the trap of idol worship. And if you have, it's okay, because today, right now, in this moment, you can start anew. God is a loving God. He cares for us so much, and He wants us to be successful. But in return, He needs for us to worship and give honor to Him, the only one who deserves it. So, what do you think about all this? Let me know by leaving a comment. And as always, be sure to share and subscribe and continue to be the extraordinary individual God has called you to be. And if you're worshiping idols, get rid of them. All right, see you next time.